Hey, Lyndon Lisitza here, Director of Rural Tech Activation with Cornerstone Credit Union, and today I am out near Elfros, Saskatchewan, visiting with Darwin Kells. He's having a farm day today, and he's going to be talking a bunch of different technologies. Take a look at some plots and meet the different people who have attended. But come on, let's go have a quick conversation with Darwin first. Great to see you.
Welcome to the farm.
No, thanks for having me out. The name of the show is the Can't Do Without video series. What's the one piece of technology on the farm that you can't do without?
Today we're going to look at some intense agronomy and the technology that we use to employ that agronomy. So there's going to be some like growth regulators, there's going to be things like fertility, certainly things like the crop intelligence weather stations. And, as in any day, there's a lot of things that come up that people ask questions and we'll talk about.
Let's go take a look at the plots, and I'm excited for this day.
Oh, it's going to be a great day.
All right, let's head up to the field. We're out here in your barley field. We're talking about the plant growth regulator. I know that you did some side-by-side trials. Could you tell me a little bit more what's going on?
Our goal here is to reduce overall plant height, increase the wall thickness of the stems to reduce lodging. When rain comes along, pushes the crop down, and then ultimately we have a lower yield potential. Yeah. We've reduced the height here approximately 4 inches. We looked at the stems being thicker, not having the kinks in them that are going to allow the check area here, the untreated area, this area is probably going to fall over, and we're really hoping that the rest of the field as planned stands. There has been a high degree of variability of plant growth regulators on barley. Sometimes it can work very well, sometimes it can be a real challenge. There have been times if we have experienced high temperatures or drought following application of a growth regulator, we end up actually hurting the yield.
I still hear some skepticism from farmers talking about the use of biologicals, saying they don't have a profound impact on yield or all these different aspects of growing a great crop. What would you say to those people?
Plant growth regulators, PGRs, have been in Europe for a long, long time.
Yep.
This is not new chemistry. Some of the biologicals you may be referring to, maybe some of the ones where they would allow the plant to make its own nitrogen, things like that. I think the jury is still out.
Yep.
I think there's lots of farmers working with that and seeing where it may be a fit. Does it work in Saskatchewan on barley and canola? I'm not so sure.
So, and I always break down technologies as really impacting 3 key baskets. One is time, one is money, and one is labor. And it seems that the plant growth regulator and the benefits cover off all 3.
There's very few things that you can use in isolation. They're always going to be intertwined with the complete program, the farm plan or the crop plan that you have for this field. So I think that we still want to be cautious about plant growth regulators, particularly in barley, keeping in mind some of the watchouts, whether it be high temperatures at application, could be possibly our profile is drier, and we're going to be talking about that later. And that's the integration of crop intelligence in the weather station with the moisture probe. Now we are going to know what our profile looks like.
All right, so where are we off to next?
We're going to go to an oat field, and we're going to look at some high rates of potassium. As we discussed earlier in the tour, potassium being a water regulator within the plant. And when we run out of potassium, we have not good things happen.
All right, well, let's go take a look at this oats. We're out in this oat field right now, and one thing I know about you is you're always pushing yield. What are your yield expectations on the oats?
We'd like to come in at 160 here. There may be some upside to 170.
Okay.
And one of the nutrient requirements of oats is potassium.
Yep.
And it is pound for pound with nitrogen. And I've always felt that we are under-fertilizing with potassium. I think for many years we had the nitrogen thing figured out.
Yeah.
But as far as a complete NPKS package, I don't think we did.
So in total, your actual nitrogen on this field would be around that 80 or to 90?
We are 92 pounds
90,
here,
okay.
so we are still not 1-to-1.
Yeah.
We're going to still rely on some soil residual potassium, but certainly over the years we've mined a lot of potassium out of our soil, and our roots do not go to 3,300 feet where the potash mines are.
So now I guess we got some lunch.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're heading to the Argyle School, and the last class was there in 1955.
All right, Darwin, before we go, are there any sort of last thoughts you want to share with us around the technology today that you were talking about?
Technology is one component. It's not everything.
Yeah.
I don't think we put all our eggs in that basket, but it is going to be part of the solution to get through these yield ceilings that we've had, and will be part of that eliminating that ceiling of complexity.
I want to thank you so much for having me out. I appreciated everything. Like I said, I learned a lot. This is another episode of Can't Do Without, and I just want to say thank you again to Darwin Kells.